So I promised my father when he was diagnosed that I would go to the ends of the world to help find a cure for it. And so I'm literally going to the ends of the world by running these marathons all over the world. So it's called the World Marathon Challenge, and it consists of 7 marathons on 7 continents in 7 days. With the World Marathon Challenge, all the money we're raising is going to the Alzheimer's Association. This was before my father had Alzheimer's, a few years before. He passed away when he was about 75. It was probably like 8 or 9 years where he had it. So that's why I've enlisted that as my cause, and that's what I will work hard to fight for the rest of my life. We got off the airplane in Antarctica, and as I said, it was beautiful when we stepped off the airplane. And then the Antarctic gods turned on the weather, right? Started storming, and we're like, no way. We could hardly see one another. I think they said it was about 20 below zero Fahrenheit, and we had 50-mile-an-hour winds. So it was a very tough run. So as I was running, I hadn't eaten in like 2 days. And so as I was running, I started to get really weak, and it was tough to even get through the wind, right? But one of my fellow runners, he's like, hey, I've got this idea. Why don't we run together in tandem, and I'll block the wind for you for like a mile, then you block the wind for me. And so with the help of other runners, we just kind of got a rhythm, and I kind of got through that. In Perth, Australia, I still felt really lousy, but it was such a gorgeous sunset that it felt like a magical evening, right? And all the Aussies were out because of this gorgeous sunset. And so as I was running, I just started bantering with them back and forth, and they all started giving me beers. So every picture of me in that race is with me carrying a beer. I couldn't drink the beer because my stomach was bad, but I was like, this is fun, right? So the race officials were waiting for me at every turn because I would hand them beers. I was like, could you take an hour off of my time? They did not do that. Likewise in Miami, there was a moment probably at mile 14 or 15 of a 26-mile race. I realized I was going to do it, that I was actually going to finish 7 marathons in 7 days. And that was like, it was a full moon, not a cloud in the sky, the stars were out, the wind was blowing, it was absolutely, and I was like, this is one of those magical moments that I'll just remember the rest of my life, right? It also happened to be my father's birthday, and I run in honor of my father who passed away from Alzheimer's. So it was like a whole convergence of things that happened all together. It was amazing. It was a really great moment. Running came to me as sort of a therapeutic thing because of my father's Alzheimer's, right? So for me, running is meditative. It helps me think. Hopefully, by me doing crazy things like this, we can shine a spotlight on Alzheimer's and the plight and get people enthusiastic about supporting. I hope he'd be proud. I think he'd think I'm a little insane, but I hope he'd be proud.